Hey friends, welcome to week 2 of my January Use It or Lose It challenge. And I have been working with this My Mind's Eye One Fine Day. And I had like 4 sheets of the 12 by 12 paper. I've got this 6 by 6 paper pad. I had the sticker sheet, this kind of embellishment kit, and then I had some chipboard pieces. So let me show you what I've used. So I used all 4 of the 12 by 12 pieces that I had, and I used up this an entire sticker sheet. And I've used a little bit of this so far. It's been an extremely busy week for me, so I haven't been able to craft as much as normal or as much as I like to. And I wanted to take a break from working on cards this week and do something different. So I made some junk journal bits or ephemera or embellishments, and I used my different size staplers. I grabbed out this big bin from Target with all of my little bits and bobs in here. And I also have a 3-drawer organizer with a bunch of little ephemera pieces. So I just pulled out some different things, had these like 4 or 5 of these wax seals. And then I took paper from the 6 by 6 paper pad and just tore them in different sizes. And these are ephemera from my bins. And then I just made a couple of different little cluster embellishments. We've got a ripped doily in the back on that one. This little tag. So yeah, I just sat down. I wasn't thinking too much about it. I was just putting pieces together and creating. So I have a few more of these put into my next project, which is this junk journal or mini album or whatever you want to call it. I made it in a junk journal style. I put some of the stickers on the sides here, kind of as little tabs. And then the 4 12 by 12 sheets are in here. And then I did have these scraps here. So I had two pieces of scraps that I'll need to use up. I used some of the ephemera and chipboard. I also grabbed some of my different trims and added it in here. And then I grabbed some of my different ledgers, papers, graph papers. So this is some scraps I have of that. And added it in here as well. And so for the front page, I made it as a pocket, just added some stickers. Got the ephemera. I did a lot of stapling, so you could use this as a tuck spot. And then, as you can see here, some of those embellishments. I used 1 sheet of this Echo Park Dots and Stripes. I wanted to add just a touch of purple in here. So I added 1 sheet of that. Here's another sticker. So there's little stickers. Here's some of my vintage lace in here. And then here I have these. I had this big sheet where you put business cards in it. And I just watched a video from Paper Terrace where she took the baseball card pockets or the ones we use for pocket letters and added it into her junk journal. So I added one part of. So I wanted to add something like that in mine. So this was 4 sections, and I just cut it in half and added that so it's folded over like that. And I did leave the little edging on the side in case, to add anything in there. And I see a bunch of glue strings. So in here, I just added some of the chipboard and ephemera, some of these little clusters. And then the backs are blank. And then I have one of the stickers here. And there's some more stickers. This is a planner page that I added in here. And that sticker doesn't act like it wants to stay down. And so, yeah, you get the idea. And then here's another one of the clusters. And then here is the back of that. So then the pockets are back here. Added another sticker and some of the chipboard and ephemera pieces. And then here is the back pocket, and I added a little bit of yellow scrap ribbon on the back. So this is my project for this week. I hope I'll have a little time this weekend to maybe craft a little bit more with this collection. I'm thinking for a bunch of the 6x6 paper, as I'm really am trying to build up my card stash, and I need to make some birthday cards for some upcoming birthdays. I want to do like some thinking of you, maybe get well cards for church members. So I think I'm going to probably take the rest of the 6x6 paper pad and make a bunch of cards out of it. So I think that's going to be what I do next. So thanks so much, guys, for stopping by and checking out what I have done so far for this week for my Use It or Lose It January challenge. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.